What's going on, swim fans? Welcome to Omaha, Nebraska, night number 4 at the U.S. Olympic Trials. This is the selection meet for the United States of America to represent in Tokyo in about a month from now. A lot of fast swimming today. We got to see some final and semifinal debuts from athletes like Caleb Dressel and Katie Ledecky. We'll get into that and we'll watch this showcase race by race. Quick overview. We had the men's 100 freestyle semifinal, the women's 200 meter freestyle final, the men's 200 fly final, the women's 200 meter butterfly final, the men's 200 meter breaststroke semifinal, the women's 200 individual medley, and we wrap things up with the women's 1500. Now, let's go right into this because we got to see Caleb Dressel for the first time in the evening session. He is the guy to watch. It's been really exciting all week, but we've been patiently waiting for some of these big-name superstars to show up in the final. And it wasn't the final, but it was the semifinal at least. And let's go ahead and watch that. The men's 200-meter freestyle. Sorry, the 100 freestyle. Let's go ahead and play the 100 freestyle semifinal number 1.
8 times move to the final tomorrow night.
Okay, in the water now is semifinal number 1. Dressel was in semifinal number 2. But we got some big guns in here. Don't count them out. The top 8 from the semifinals move on to the final. And then remember, the top 4 automatically make the team. Look at Nathan Adrian going out like a champ. Nathan Adrian's at 22.8. He's looking really good. He might have gone too hard, though, that first 50. The rest of the field already starting to pull up on him. He might have put too much of his legs in. He's got to hang on. The rest of the field is tightening up. Oh, no. Don't die, Nathan. Stay with us. Come on. Wow. Look at that closing speed at the finish. Yes. Blake Peroni with that closing speed. Nathan Adrian fell to 6th in that heat. He was first at the turn. But how about Blake Peroni? Blake Peroni split that 23-1, 24-9. Blake Peroni was a 48.13. Remember, this is the first of 2 semifinals. There's Nathan Adrian off the blocks. Wow. I don't think that time's going to make it into the final. You really got to be in the top 3. Ideally the top 2. If you're in the top 2, you're not guaranteed, but there's a very, very high likelihood of making it into the final because you don't know how fast the other heat is. Look at Peroni, almost a half body length lead, and Nathan Adrian getting eaten by the wash at the finish. Yeah, ooh, final stroke behind the field. Yeah, that's not gonna cut it. All right, so let's go ahead and move into Caleb Dressel's heat. Heat number 2, semifinal number 2. Of the men's 100-meter freestyle. Here's Dressel. Also keep an eye on Held. Held was really, really strong in the prelims and the semis. In the prelims. This is the semis right here. But he was really strong in the prelims. Dressel's in lane 3. You know, Ryan Held has a fantastic start as well. But Dressel still... It's unbelievable, that guy. By the way, guys, I did an interview with Caleb Dressel. It's here on the channel, so if you're not already subscribed, make sure you subscribe. You hear about his routine, what his training is like, what his nutrition is like, his mindset, and he's right there getting some pressure from Ryan Held. Dressel and Held will turn together. Dressel has leads out in a 22.6. I think in the prelims he was out in a 23.1. Now remember, the time to beat was Peroni at 48.13. None of these guys were 47 in the morning. Caleb Dressel's been 46.9, but we know that they don't need to do that in that session. Here he is. He's looking good. Look at Zach Apple. And Dressel does just enough to hold his lead all the way through the race. He was a 47.7. There we go. Look at Zach Apple. Sticks the tongue out. Like, no big deal. So, Zach Apple, Ryan Held, Dressel, all of those guys will make it into the final. Top 8 advance into the final. And it looks like it took a 48.7 Brett Pinfold to get into the top 8. We're going to watch it start again. Look at Dressel with that 6 sleeve tattoo. Look at all the little faces in the background. You can see Caleb Dressel's face behind him. Do you see the forehead of him? That's hilarious. Really clean start. There's the underwater. Yeah, he's head and shoulders ahead of the field on the start. No one can come close. Even Ryan Held. Ryan Held's a beast on the start and turn, but even then, no one can come close to Dressel on that. But Zach Apple, how about Zach Apple on the finish, guys? Holy crap. Wow. There we go. I mean, he's pretty calm. He's happy. I mean, anytime you see a faster time than you went, the day before, that's really, really good. Here, I'm going to remove my picture for you guys. And as you can see, Dressel will move on as the #1 qualifier. Now, our next event was the women's 200-meter freestyle. This is a tough one because we've got Katie Ledecky, who is one of the top people in the event. I mean, she is a top person in the event. But she also has to swim the 1,500 just an hour later. So Ledecky has to do enough to put up a time to, I mean, the time doesn't really matter, but she needs to win the heat and then conserve enough energy to do it again. And this same double will happen in Tokyo. So we've already seen Ledecky qualify in the 400. She won that event. Now she has the opportunity to qualify for the Olympic team in 2 more events. So when I say qualify for the Olympic team, what I mean is in another event. She's already qualified for the team. It's the opportunity to swim more events. Keep an eye on Paige Madden in lane 5. How about Allison Schmidt? This will be her 4th Olympics if she can qualify here. Remember, top 4 automatically make the team in the relay. Top 4 automatically make the team in the relay. In the comments, let me know who you guys think is going to win. Is it going to be Allison Schmidt, the veteran from Michigan, or Katie Ledecky, the distance queen? This is a tough event for her because she's used to the longer stuff. She basically has to sprint the entire thing. And she's under world record pace. There we go. I mean, by 0.1, it's early. It's a 200, but still, anytime you see a green negative number, that means we're under world record pace. Katie Ledecky flipped at 27.2. She's out faster than she was in the semis and in the preliminaries. Keep an eye on Allison Schmidt in lane 6, 2 from the bottom in the white cap. Her and Ledecky up. Schmidt now has the lead. They've fallen off the world record split. World record in the event's a 152.98. Federica Pellegrini of Italy. She actually broke that in Italy, so that's cool. Shout out to the Italian viewers here. So Allison Schmidt in 2 from the bottom. Flipped first, but Ledecky starting to assert her dominance in the middle of the pool, starting to pull away from the field. She's got a body length lead against Madden, and at the 150 with 50 to go, 125.26. On that third 50, Ledecky split a 29.18. Allison Schmidt was 30.00, so she outsplit her by 0.82, almost a full second outsplit. Ledecky outsplit the field by over half a second, everyone. And there she is, dominating into the finish over a body length lead. The question becomes, who is going to join her in Tokyo? Allison Schmidt starting to fall apart. Hang in there. Hang in there. Into the finish, it's going to be Schmidt. She does. And Paige Madden and McLaughlin will join in the relay. Remember, there's the 4x200 relay. Allison Schmidt just qualified for her 4th Olympic Games. Good friend of Michael Phelps, training partner of Michael Phelps. Also the Michigan connection there. There's a lot of Michigan history, so shout out to all my fans in Michigan, all the swim people in Michigan. And yeah, it's got to be emotional. Also emotional not making the team. That's Gabby DeLoof and Leah Smith. That's got to be tough. And here you see from the top, that's Ledecky. Now here's the crazy thing. Ledecky just, excuse me, made the team again in the 200, but she's got to swim the 1,500 in just a little bit. Here's the turn. Yeah, so there's Katie Ledecky's stroke in slow motion. Look at that hand placement at about 11 and 1. Like the arms of the clock over a body length lead into the finish. Finishes on a full stroke. Nice job. Nice job. So we're going to see Ledecky in just a little bit. There's Allison Schmidt. We're going to see Ledecky again in the 1,500. But next up, we've got Zach Harding, and we've got Gunnar Bentz and Luca Orlando. These guys are going to be battling in the final of the 200-meter butterfly. Let's go ahead and pull up the men's 200 fly final. There's Ledecky's brother. It's Gunnar Bentz right there. And this is a tough event, 200 fly. You got to swim it 3 times. Here's the remarkable thing. For the last 2 decades, Michael Phelps has competed in this event and won it. In 2000, he qualified for his first Olympic team. In 2004, he won this event at the trials and at the Olympics. 2008, he won this event at the trials and the Olympics. 2012, he won this event at the trials. He touched out in the Olympics by Chad Leclos of South Africa. And 2016, won this event at the trials, won this event at the Rio Olympics. This is the first time in over 20 years that Michael Phelps is not in the race. Who's going to step into those big shoes to represent the United States of America and follow in the footsteps of the greatest athlete of all time? Who's it going to be? A number of swimmers, but the early speed is Julian. He touches in a 25.8. Now, fun fact, the world record in this event is by Krzysztof Milak of Hungary, a 150.73. I did a full analysis on this guy's 200 fly. Absolutely remarkable. He's got a great 100 as well. We know Dressel has the world record in the 100, but this guy can put it together in the 200. Keep an eye on Harding in the middle of the pool in the white cap. It looks like he's out of it. But remember, it's a 200. We're only halfway through. Turning at the 100, leading split was a 54.48. Zach Harding was a 29.27. All of these guys are going to try and come home in 1 minute or better. That's what Michael Phelps always talks about in this event. Try and go 29-29 on the final 250s. It looks like it's starting to bunch up with 50 meters to go at the wall of the 150. Julian still has the lead. Orlando right there with him. They're 124 mid. 124.33 to 124.42. And here comes Zach Harding in the white cap. There he goes. Oh, but it's going to be anyone's game. They're fighting. They're battling. You know with hurting, the end of a 200 fly is the most painful thing you're ever going to experience. Oh, man, 200 backstroke. That's also a painful one. And into the wall. Oh, put your head down at the finish. Who's it going to be? It's Zach Harding and Gunnar Bentz. Harding touches in 155.0. Yes, sit on that lane line. Take it all in, buddy. Yes. Smack the water for us. Gunnar Bentz like, yeah, smile. Yeah, there it is. Yes. Give us that smile. Who's the kiss for? Yes. Let us see the emotion. You just made the Olympic team. Give us some magic. I mean, I've personally never, been in that situation, so I can only imagine what the emotion is like. You spend 20 years of your life working towards something, and it comes down to 1 minute and 55 seconds of intentional focus, and there's the turn right there. I don't know what to say. That's pretty special. Congratulations to all the swimmers. In third, just missing out was Luca it was Luca Orlando. He was 155.43. Just 0.8 seconds separated the top 4. Look at the finish. Look how close this was. Comes down to the touch. Look at the finish. Wow. Again, from the top. Look at the finish. Wow, that is so close. Yes, smack the water. Woo! There we go. Feel the emotion. Feel the emotion. Incredible. Now we're going to watch. Next event is the women's 200-meter butterfly semifinal number 1. Oh, man. Here we go. Look at the pink cap. That's Reagan Smith. We saw her dominate in the 100 backstroke. She was 57 in the semifinal. She was slower in the final. Are we seeing a preview of that? Is she going to go faster in the semifinal than the final? She is better at the 100 and 200 backstroke, but she's looking pretty good right there. She touches first in heat number 1 at a 28.47. She's looking pretty good. You know, what I like to see in the butterfly, especially the 200, you want to keep a high body position. When you see swimmers going up and down, that creates a lot of resistance. Look at how flat she is actually under the water. Good body undulation, but she's able to maintain that consistency. I hope we can get another underwater view. Coming into the 100, she looks good. Minute 0.7. She has there's the underwater. Look at that perfect symmetry underwater. The amplitude of her kick is very, very consistent. And when you start to fatigue, when you start to die in butterfly, the amplitude starts to get a lot bigger. And that's inefficient. You want to maintain your amplitude. And she does a remarkable job. I feel like if this was a 300 fly, she would look the same all the way through. Myself and 99.99% of the population would completely fall apart the longer the race gets. And she looks very consistent. Looks like she's still in the lead with 50 meters to go. 134.0. So far, she's split the race 28.4, 32.2, 33.2. There's one heat to go in the semifinal. Can she hang on? She's so consistent. Her stroke tempo and body position has pretty much been the same the entire race. And that either means she can't go any faster or she has a lot more in the tank. We're going to find out. She goes 2:07.89. That is a time drop from what she went in the morning. Tomorrow night, we'll see if she has any more room in the tank. Top 3 swimmers should move on to the final pretty easily. So let's look at what Reagan Smith's splits were on that. So she was 28.4, 32.2, 33.2, 33.8. So she did fall off a little bit on the back half, but her stroke mechanics, there she is underwater, very, very consistent. Look at that hand placement. Perfect hand placement. Touches the water at 11 and 12 in front of the shoulders. A lot of times in butterfly, people put their hands too close together or too wide. And again, from underwater, very, very consistent amplitude. Love to see it. I really feel if this was a 300 fly, she'd be fine. Which sounds kind of silly to say that. And there it is, slow motion. Love these slow motion shots. That's amazing. Let's go ahead and watch semifinal number 2 of the women's 200 fly. Here's semifinal number 2. Keep an eye on Haley Flickener. She's right in the middle of the pool. She is the top seed from the morning, and she touches first in 28.70. Reagan Smith was out a little faster, 28.4 from the prior heat, but she's got a half body length lead. And, you know, here's the thing. We talked about this over and over, but when you're in the second semifinal and you're a more experienced swimmer like Haley is, you can actually gauge how much effort you have to apply because the name of the game is conserving energy. So if you blow out all your gas on the prelim and semifinal, when it comes down to the real race, you're going to have spent all your energy. So if you're in the second semifinal, you can actually monitor, and if the times aren't really that impressive and you're feeling pretty good, you can actually afford to not go your highest effort in the semifinal, even in the prelims, actually, for a lot of top swimmers. Like Caleb Dressel, we just saw Caleb Dressel drop half a second in 100 between, in 8 hours. So obviously, he didn't just get better in 8 hours. He just tried harder. As simple as that sounds, he literally just put in more effort. And I think the same thing here. Flickinger looks pretty good with 50 meters to go. She's still in the lead, 133.6. So far, Haley has split it 28.7, 31.8, 33.0. If she can hold on to another 33, she will be the number 1 qualifier, or the number 1 time after both semifinals. She's looking pretty good. Keep an eye on the lane in the swimmer above her. Is that Hook I see? She's right there with her, within a body length or so. And into the wall, she will maintain her lead. She touches in 206.73. Very, very, very nice. Very, very, very nice. And yes, Hook. Look at that watch tan. I have a watch tan just like that. Speaking of watches, if you want to use the MySwimPro app, it's available for the Apple Watch and also Garmin. Use the coupon code down below to get 30% off Trials 2021. This promo code expires on June 20th at the end of the trials. So make sure you use that promo code, limited time offer, improve your swimming, training plans, workouts, videos, all of that in the full elite subscription. Yeah, I really think this race is going to be really interesting tomorrow because Haley Flickinger has enough in the tank to go faster. I mean, she just won by a body length. And then Reagan Smith from the last semifinal, she looked easy and it looked like she could have kept going another 100. So to see these two in the lanes next to each other, along with Hook, I think that's going to be a very, very interesting race. It's going to be very, very good. We'll preview that tomorrow night in the final. Next event was the men's 200 breaststroke. The men's 200-meter breaststroke semifinal. Let's go ahead and pull up semifinal number 1. Here's the men's 200 breaststroke. They're in the water now. This is semi number 1. Look at Kevin. Is that Kevin Cordes? No, it's Wilson. My bad. That's Andrew Wilson. Look at how smooth these guys look out in front. Big distance per stroke. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. 200 breaststroke is all about maintaining distance per stroke. If you guys remember, I'm going to date myself here. Kosuke Kitajima of Japan, he is the best. People say Adam Peaty is really good at breaststroke, and he is. He's definitely the fastest breaststroker ever. His 50 and 100 are so much better than everyone else. So I'm not taking away the fact that Adam Peaty is the fastest breaststroker of all time. But the GOAT, the greatest breaststroker of all time, no doubt, is Kosuke Kitajima of Japan. He is the quadruple gold medalist in the breaststroke races. He won gold in the 100 and the 200 in the 2004 and 2008 Olympics, and he stands at less than 5'9" tall. So, 150, 160 pounds. So to see someone not of that elite, statue size, quadruple gold at the Olympic Games, his times were incredible. I mean, this was like 15 years ago. He went 2:07. So I really believe watching him, a lot of swimmers today who are at this top level saw what he did, saw his distance per stroke. And I can speak, a lot of these guys are about my age in the heat. When we were swimming and when we compete, you try and emulate that. You see what the fastest people in the world, just like Michael Phelps. You see what Michael Phelps does. If you're a butterflyer, you try and emulate that. Kosuke Kitajima took less strokes than any other swimmer in the world. And he was the shortest swimmer in the field most of the time. So it really comes down to distance per stroke. And on the last 50, you'll pick up your tempo. So you see a faster stroke rate. Into the finish, first semifinal, it's going to be Nick Fink, 209.13. Andrew Wilson was second. I really believe to get into that top 8, it's going to be under 211. Andrew Wilson, remember, he qualified second after Michael Andrew in the 100 breaststroke. That was pretty exciting. A lot of pressure on Michael Andrew, so he qualified first in the 100 breasts a couple days ago. Andrew Wilson right there that we see on camera, he was second. But let's go back and check out the finish. Here's the finish of the race. Very, very close. And we're going to pull up the second semifinal of the men's 200 breaststroke. Like I said, if you're in the second semifinal, you have the opportunity to see what the heat went. And oftentimes we'll see the second semifinal faster than the first semifinal because these guys, well, not only do you see the times, but you got the adrenaline rush, right? You see your competition literally swimming in the heat before you, and you know that you have to beat them if you're going to make it into the final. So there's a logical reason for going faster because you can see the time, but there's this psychological reason. There's Will Lacone, University of Texas Longhorns. Yeah, smack yourself up. Let's go, baby. Here we go. 200 breaststroke, heat number 2, semifinal number 2. We're going to be looking at Kevin Cordes. Keep an eye on Cody Miller in lane 7. Cody Miller is the defending Olympian in the 100 breaststroke. He did not make the team in the 100. This is his last chance to make the Olympic team. Down there, 2 from the bottom. Or second from the bottom. That's Cody Miller in the darker cap. Look at Kevin Cordes. I talked extensively about Kosuke Kitajima and how his distance per stroke was incredible. Let's go ahead and count how many strokes he takes on the second 50. He's going to turn in a 29.33. That's under world record pace. Let's together count Kevin Cordes. He's in the middle of the pool. There's 1, 2, count with me, 3, 4, 5. He's at 25 meters. 6, 7. We're counting his strokes. 8, 9, 10. Look at this, beautiful. 11, 12, and 13. He took 13 strokes on the second 50, less strokes than anyone else. And I think he was 11 on the first 50. He did a 50-meter long course. Going out, what did he go out in? Kevin Cordes went out in a 29.5. You try going to 29.5, taking 11 strokes, and see how that works out for you. That is insane. And his distance per stroke looking really good. Really good right now. Cody Miller, 2 from the bottom. He's got to get into the top 4 if he wants to make it into the final. Ooh, he's hurting right now. He's going up and down a little bit. Come on, Cody, pull it up, pull it together here. We got the fans cheering for you. Let's go, baby, let's go. And who's it going to be into the finish? Look at this young gun outsplitting the field at the finish. He just passed everyone. Who is this guy? Wow, look at Fallon. Fallon came out of nowhere. Look at his reaction. He came out of nowhere. What'd he go? 208.91. Wow. He doesn't even believe it. Look at that reaction. Oh, my goodness. He went 208.91. Kevin Cordes, third fastest time overall. Look at, he can't believe it. Look at that. He's so far behind. He's like literally 2 body lengths behind everyone. Who is this guy? Matt Fallon, born 2002. So he's a teenager. That's amazing. Look at him. He's so far behind everyone. Where'd he come from at the end? There he is. Look at that. Touching first. Oh, and he's on the lane line. He's like touching the lane line. Oh, my goodness. He like circle swam. So he swam more than a 200. Look at the reaction on his face. Woo! What is the caption of that? We need that in slow motion. What is the caption? Oh my goodness. Here, I'll let you guys see the top times here. As you can see, 208.91. That's crazy, but his reaction was just too good. I want to watch his reaction again. You guys want to see his reaction? That's like the best reaction that we've seen in terms of like genuine surprise. Let's go ahead and make sure we can watch that again. It was too good. Here we go. He's coming in the wall. Came out of nowhere, literally. He split a 105 on the second 100. And there he is. Look at the reaction now. Fist bump. Open the mouth. He can't believe it. He dropped a second off his best time that he went in the morning. Then he dropped a second from his best time in the morning. So he just dropped 2 seconds off his best time. How do you split it? He split it 30.1, 33.5, 32.6, 32.5. So in the final, we're gonna have to keep an eye on him because he's gonna come home like a freight train. He just needs to go out a little bit faster. Especially the second 50. It's gonna hurt a lot more. It is definitely going to hurt a lot more if he goes out faster. But he's got enough juice in the tank, and he went 208.9. I mean, does he have a 207 in it for it? But his reaction was priceless. That's what this is all about, guys. It's all about the emotions that run high at the Olympic trials. All right, wow, that's amazing. After the men's 200 breaststroke semifinal, we had the women's 200 individual medley final. This is the final. The women's 200 IM butterfly to lead things out. Keep an eye on Tori Husk, second from the bottom there. She is the winner in the 100 fly. She went 55 the other day. Absolutely stunning. This is a final, so the top 2 will make the Olympic team. Tori Zart, who just touched first, under world record pace, 26.52. There she goes. She's got a great backstroke. The question becomes, can she hang on? Also in this heat is Madison Cox. Also Kate Douglas and Alex Walsh. Keep an eye on them in the lanes above. You know, anything can happen in the 200 IM because you're transitioning between strokes. So certain swimmers are stronger in other strokes. And she looks pretty good still, actually, at the 100. 59.0. 0.1 off the world record. World record's Katinka Hosu, 206.1 from Hungary. She is the Iron Lady. I don't think anyone's coming close to that. Tori Husk now starting to pull back to the field because her breaststroke's not on point. Look at Walsh. Look at Kate Douglas. Madison Cox is in there too, starting to make her move. Well, there she is right there. Wouldn't that be special if she can squeeze by her? But it's Alex Walsh and Kate Douglas looking like they're making a move right here. Tori Husk trying to hang on. Walsh has taken over the lead, 136.85. Hang on. And after this, we see the distance queen, Katie Ledecky, in her signature event. But who's it going to be into the finish? I think, this is getting close. Anything can happen into the finish. Let me go ahead and drop out my screen here. Into the wall. It's going to be a close one. Who's it going to be? Oh my goodness. Any of these three. Who's it going to be? It's Walsh. It's Walsh. It is Walsh. She touches in 209.30 by 2/100ths of a second. Kate Douglas was at 209.32. Oh, Madison Cox, 209.34. But how about Alex Walsh coming in 209.30? Wow, that's incredible. So close. I mean, 4/100ths of a second separated the top three swimmers, but only the top two can qualify for the Olympic team. That's got to be devastating. That's got to be devastating. And, you know, the emotions, there's Melanie Margella. She finished 6th, 211.7. Quite the spread, actually, between the top 8 swimmers, 209.3 to 213. You see here in the fly to backstroke turn. But how about that finish? It really was getting close. Here's the breaststroke. Going into the final turn. And then let's watch the finish. It was determined by 4/100ths of a second. Here it is. This is what 4/100ths of a second looks like between the top 3 swimmers. We got to watch that in slow motion. Here we go. Here it is from the top. Look at that. Oh, my God. Oh, you have to finish hard. If you don't finish hard, it's not going to count. I mean, it's going to count, but it's going to be slower. So here, watch the finish again one more time. Because if you float into the finish, your competitors will pass you. It looks like they were actually ahead of her, but her finish was harder into the wall. And that's what makes the difference. That's what makes the difference. And there it is, right there. Wow. The next event is the women's 1,500-meter freestyle. Katie Ledecky just swam the 200 freestyle, and she won it dominantly. She won by over a body length. Allison Schmidt right there behind her in second. And about an hour time difference between the 200 free and the 1,500. So you got to battle the sprinters in the 200, and then you have to compete in the 1,500 against the distance peeps. Absolutely incredible. So this is a bit of a longer event, so I want to get a little bit more crowd participation with you guys. Let me know what has been the most impressive swim that you guys have seen so far at the Olympic trials. This is day number 4, so we are about halfway through the U.S. Olympic trials. If you guys are just joining, welcome to World Swim News Update. My name is Faris Sabati, co-founder and CEO of MySwimPro. If you guys are new here, a little bit about myself and also MySwimPro. MySwimPro is a global technology company, and we have the special opportunity of helping you all take your swimming to the next level through our applications, our video content, and all of that good stuff. So if you guys want to download the MySwimPro app available for iOS and Android, you can get workouts, a training plan, video content, use it as your digital journal, sync with your Apple Watch, with your Garmin. Let's go ahead and check out what you guys are saying is the most impressive swims of the day. I'm going to go ahead and pull up some comments here while Katie Ledecky is swimming. No one will beat Adam Peaty. You might be right on that one, buddy. Armstrong in the 100 backstroke. Yes. So what Marshall is referring to here, the other day, I think it was yesterday, we had Ryan Murphy defend his Olympic trials and gold medal win in the 100 backstroke. But Armstrong, 20-year-old, kind of came out of nowhere, dropped a 52 on the field, and he was second. Women's 400 IM. Let me know what you guys think are the top swims. Michael Andrew, 100 breaststroke. Yeah, I mean, he broke the American record twice in one day. Ironically, his winning performance that qualified him for the Olympic team was slower than both of those. But here at the Olympic trials, time doesn't really matter. It's all about the place. You really like Katie Ledecky's 200 free. That was impressive. Here's Katie Ledecky right now at the 200 mark. She leads in a 2:01.88. Very impressive. Reagan Smith had a good swim. I agree, Austin. Tori in the 100 fly. I think that was very impressive. I mean, to come in, break the American record, U.S. Open record. She almost broke the world record. I think Sarah Sjöström from Sweden has her work cut out for her because this girl came out flying. She was under the world record pace at the 50. Caleb Dressel needs to clutch up. We're going to find out what he can put together tomorrow. We got to see Caleb Dressel tonight. 100 breaststroke men. Yeah, that was pretty cool to watch. What other races? Go Ledecky, go. Excellent. Yeah, we got Katie Ledecky swimming right now. She's basically all by herself. You know how you see like at the lap pool, there's like a swimmer that's kind of doing their own thing? That's basically what Katie Ledecky is doing right now. She's starting to pull ahead. I mean, she's got a body length lead, but this is early. This is early. She's 1.4 seconds. Every 50, she's out splitting the field. Women's 200 fly. Yeah, that's going to be a good race tomorrow. Don, I think the 200 fly tomorrow is the race to watch. That or the 100 freestyle with the men with Caleb Dressel. Better than I can swim. Kyle, I think, all right, let's just be perfectly frank here. Everyone swimming in the pool right now is a better swimmer than everyone watching, including myself, this stream. Right? We're watching the best swimmers in the world. We're watching Katie Ledecky. Her best time in this event is a 15:20 in the 1500 long course meter freestyle, right? This is some really, really good swimming that we're watching. You really can't get any better than this. So make sure you take it all in and appreciate this. This only happens once every 4 years. It's been 5 years since we had a U.S. Olympic trial. So take it all in, guys. Take it all in. Here we go. Philip says, Armstrong, Michael Andrew, or Tori Husk. Yep, that's good. Will the next Olympics be in 2024 or... you guys can't see this comment. Will the next Olympics be in 2024 or 2025? Very good question. The next Olympics is in Paris in 2024. The next Summer Olympics, to clarify. There is an Olympics in China next year in 2022. Matt Fallon, the 200 breaststroke. All right, guys. While Katie Ledecky is swimming this 1500, we're going to go back and watch Matt Fallon's comeback in the 200 breaststroke because this was just ridiculous. This guy came back in a 105, and for me, his reaction is priceless. Like, honestly, his reaction made it for me. I'm going to go ahead and pull up just a quick replay of the 200 breaststroke. He was in semifinal number 2. This is semifinal number 2. So watch him. Kevin Cordes is dominating right now, and this guy is like way behind everyone. But he's coming back right now like a champ. There he is. Look at him pull. Look at him pull. Go, baby. Go, baby. Go. Come on. And he touches in 208.91. I love his reaction because, it's like genuine astonishment. It's genuine surprise. It's not like, yeah, I expected to do that. Look at his face. How does that not make you just want to like smile? Like if you're not smiling looking at this right now, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you guys. Like, look at his face. Oh, he's got like raccoon eyes. He's got like a nice goggle tan. I love it. It's amazing. Oh my goodness. All right, that's awesome. So we're gonna fast forward. Katie Ledecky. This is amazing. Katie Ledecky is swimming the 200. I'm sorry, the 1500 after swimming the 200 meter freestyle, and Katie Ledecky set a championship record. She won a 15:40.50. But we have a lot of exciting races planned for tomorrow. Here's the finish again for Fallon. That was incredible. At the finish, he just touched everyone out. Look at the genuine astonishment. That is so cool. If you guys are not already in the MySwimPro Facebook group, oh, there you guys go. I don't know if you guys heard my audio for a little bit, but this is the MySwimPro application, MySwimPro community. If you guys are new here, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell. If you want to take your swimming to the next level, you need to be subscribed. You've got to join the MySwimPro app. All of this footage that I'm showing right now, these are members of the MySwimPro community. We have dryland training. We have instructional video content on what you should be doing. You can sync this to your Apple Watch or Garmin smartwatch and really take your swimming to the next level. So if you want to swim faster and smarter than ever before, this is the place to be. And for everyone watching right now, we have a special promo for you guys. We have a 30% off discount our elite membership. It's the elite code down below, Trials 2021. This expires at the end of the U.S. Olympic Trials. So we have a special promo called Trials for the Olympic Trials. So we have a number of exciting features coming, including new training plans themed around the Olympics. So we have the Olympics in Tokyo, and that's coming up very, very soon. So we want to make sure you guys are a part of that, and you can do that in the MySwimPro app. If you're not already in there, make sure you download it. Workout journal, videos, be a part of the community. Look how much fun we're having, guys. Tons of fun. And by the way, some of these video clips are from our company team members. We have over a dozen employees in over 10 different time zones, and we are hiring. So if you guys are interested in joining the company, visit our website. We have a number of positions that are open, and we are actively hiring software engineers. So make sure you let us know. Also, if you yourself are not an engineer, but you know someone who might be a good fit to join our company and build the future of swimming, you get a $3,000 referral bonus. So if you know someone and you think they can be a fit for the MySwimPro brand and really build this company and deliver this value to swimmers all over the world, we're hiring. And if you refer someone and we hire them, you're going to get I'll literally Venmo you $3,000 or wire transfer, PayPal, whatever. We'll pay in Bitcoin, whatever it takes. So we want to hire the best people in the world who are passionate about the space. Obviously, you have to be qualified. So, I don't want to see a bunch of random people applying for jobs that we don't have open. So go to our website, visit our website, check out all the different open roles that we have. We're building out the team. We have some very, very exciting announcements. I have to wait until after the Olympics to actually announce them. So if you don't want to miss that, obviously, make sure you're subscribed. And you can follow us on social media. So follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok. And make sure you follow me on social media as well. I'm actually going to be at the Olympic Trials tomorrow. I'm hopping in an airplane early, and I'm going to give you guys a behind-the-scenes tour of the venue, talk to athletes, spectators, all of that. So I'm very, very excited to do that. I can't wait to share all of that with you guys. And let me go ahead and flip my screen. There I am. Perfect. So I hope you guys enjoyed this recap of day number 4 in Omaha, Nebraska at the U.S. Olympic Trials. We're going to be back tomorrow. We're going to do a post-prelims recap, a pre-show at the Olympic Trials, and then, of course, a post-show giving you guys a race-by-race breakdown, analysis, and commentary on all the action and really set ourselves up for a very impressive Olympic Games in Tokyo, Japan. So I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. Can't wait to do it again with you guys tomorrow. Have a great night. I wish you well, and happy swimming.